Hello everybody! Welcome to this short video, Plan Your Project, Save Your PhD. That's a great title for this episode because I truly believe that planning done the right way is a PhD lifesaver. Hi, here's Bärbel from Tress Academic. We know that many of you have anxieties or doubts about your PhD projects. How to go on? Will I get the results soon enough? Will I manage to complete on time? And planning your PhD project, with a real project plan, a timeline until completion, is the #1 strategy to calm your nerves, avoid sleepless nights, and land your PhD project safely on the deadline. However, I also know that PhD students often have hesitations around planning, and there are very common excuses you guys are using. I hear these all the time in my courses. So that's why I will start here dismantling these excuses and make them explicit so you can judge for yourself if you're also trying to avoid PhD planning. And then I'll give you the main reasons why working with a project plan is so important. And I tell you how it does help you and your PhD personally. And I'll finish with a great link to a free resource I've developed that helps to reboot the planning of your own project. Let's start with the excuses. Excuse #1, I'm not ready yet. It's too early to plan. Too early? Okay, you can take a few weeks at the beginning of your PhD, but then sit down and start planning out your project. Planning always reflects your knowledge. It's the state of the art at a particular date. So no, it's never too early. Excuse #2, science needs creativity. I want to be able to react spontaneously. Great. I hope you have a creative mind. That's an important factor. But even if you plan your project in detail, you can still make adjustments to follow your creative mind. Excuse #3, I have a high-risk project. I can't plan for something I don't know. Right. Strictly speaking, you never really know the outcome of a scientific project. That's why you do it. But you don't do research just to try something out, but because you have reason to believe it will give you a particular result, or you prove that it doesn't. If your project involves risks, you should be familiar with them, and then you can plan for them. Excuse #4, my project will change, so it's not worth sitting down and making a great plan now. Very well. I hope it will change. I hope it will evolve and get better. That's normal. But there's a fundamental difference between not planning and improving and updating an outdated plan, so that it reflects the latest changes. Excuse #5, I'm a scientist, not an administrator. Of course you are, granted. But did you know that in order to be really successful in science today, you need to be pretty adept in a ton of so-called complementary skills? And one of these skills is being able to organize, implement, and successfully complete a project with a given time frame and budget. It's a great skill to pick up now, so you can demonstrate your expertise. If any of this is an excuse you are making, well, good, then you discovered it now, and no worries, I'll help you get into the right planning mood. Why is planning your PhD project so important? How does it help you? Well, not planning is the same as driving in the dark without headlights. You won't know where you're heading to. You can't see the bumps, and you'll likely overshoot your goal. If you fail to plan, you're actually planning to fail. So here's my reasons why planning can make all the difference to your PhD. 1. When you set up a project plan, you define your project. You make your objectives and your timeline explicit. Number 2. When you plan, you put your project ideas down in writing, and that means your project stops existing only in your mind and is fixed on paper. Number 3. When you plan, you know exactly what you're aiming for. Your goal becomes clear, so you can move towards that more easily. If you don't know that, you'll end up doing a lot of extra work that won't be relevant in the end. Number 4, when you have a plan and project goals, you have a benchmark to track your progress and your achievements against. Your progress becomes tangible and measurable, and that's motivating. Number 5, planning will give you clarity. It'll help you to focus on the most important things. Number 6, planning will enable you to track your progress and help you detect delays and make adjustments before it's too late. That's a lifesaver. Number 7, planning is a great way to calm your nerves. The uncertainties, anxieties will be gone. You will always know where you are and never succumb to panic attacks again. And number 8, the final point. Having a plan means you know when you are done. You know when you cracked the code and completed all tasks you set out to do. Is that enough? I guess yes. But now you may ask yourself, well, great, but how do I plan? I don't have much experience. No surprise to me, because in spite of its importance, only a few PhD students know how to plan a project from scratch. So don't despair. I can give you a boost with my free quick guide, Planning Your PhD Project. You can download it on the Smart Academics blog post number 47. So go there, click the link for the guide, and we'll send it to your email inbox. My guide prompts you with a few crucial questions and decisions to get you started. It shows you how to sketch out some preliminary answers, which you can then later develop into a fully fledged project plan. So please go and check it out. And if you're still longing for more support with the planning of your PhD, sign up to our free upcoming PhD Masterclass. Go to the Smart Academics blog, post number 47, scroll down right to the end, and we've included all the resources. Click on the sign up link for the PhD Masterclass. It's free. We'll give you a shout when it'll be available again. I see you there.